Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Jim Rohn, Cristiano Ronaldo, a name almost everybody knows. The football legend, one of the greatest athletes of the modern era. A stellar talent, beyond imitation and beyond forgery. The man who was born in the financially struggling family in Madeira, Portugal. He had a humble and challenging childhood. His father had alcohol addiction along with financial difficulties. He was a gardener and had several low-paying jobs. Ronaldo himself had deep love for football from a very young age. He was not a bright student in school, which left at 14 years of age and moved to Lisbon to pursue his ambition. Playing football. All of his family struggles and sacrifices shaped him to be one of the most disciplined athletes of all times. Through his work ethic and unmatched discipline, he used to go to training a lot earlier than his teammates in the morning. He had massive talent, but it was his hard work and discipline which made him to score over 900+ goals and 30+ trophies. He has won 5 Ballon d'Ors and widely regarded as one of the best footballers in the history. In the words of Cristiano Ronaldo, "Without discipline, success is impossible. It's about the small details, what you eat, how you train, how you recover. Everything matters." In this video, we're going to provide you a comprehensive outline of the true power of discipline in every area of life and what practical steps and strategies you need to implement it in your routine. Let's get started. Discipline is often seen as a backbone of success. However, it can be interpreted in several different ways depending upon one's perspective. According to one perspective, discipline is self-control, meaning the ability to say no to temporary pleasures and yes to long-term goals and accomplishment. It's like a force which is constantly helping you to resist distractions and make you spend your time doing something productive and doing all the things that align with your priorities and vision. Self-control, in its true sense, is never about deprivation from happiness. It's about empowerment. It's the realization that you are stronger than any craving, stronger than laziness, stronger than doubt. Discipline also thrives in consistency. The ability to show up every day, even when you don't want to. The ability to do everything on time and throwing away procrastination from your life. Success isn't built in a day. It's the product of showing up when no one's watching, when the rewards seem distant, and when motivation fades. And lastly, discipline can also be defined as the fire inside you that pushes away the noise of the world and lets you focus only on the things that are truly important. When life presents you the shortcuts and living in the comfort zone, discipline whispers in your ears, "You're meant to achieve more." Remember, you are not born disciplined. You inject this superpower in your veins by yourself. It is through hard work and consistency you become disciplined. Discipline is not an inherent trait. Rather, it is acquired by performing several consistent habits every day till it becomes your muscle memory. And when you reach that point, discipline doesn't feel like a burden. It becomes a way of life. On the outside, it might seem like discipline and freedom are two opposite things. In reality, they're deeply connected. Remember that true freedom is not doing whatever you want whenever you want. We've been taught that, but it's never that. In actuality, it's having the power to control your choices and shape your future. Without self-discipline, we are slaves to our impulses, bad habits, and fleeting desires. But with discipline, we take charge of our lives, and that is discipline in its purest form. Discipline is not about restriction. It's about liberation. And when you start thinking that way, you'll understand how discipline and freedom are deeply connected to each other in almost every area of life. The lives of Navy SEALs, as described in Jocko Willink's Extreme Ownership, serve as a perfect testament to the power of discipline and teamwork under extreme pressure. These individuals operate in the most unpredictable environments possible, where failure is not just failure, It's not just a setback, it's life or death. You fail, you die. But what sets them apart is not just their physical strength or elite training, but their commitment to discipline and their ability to function as a cohesive unit, as a team. This is where the foundation for success is laid, not in lone heroics, but in the disciplined execution of strategy and the trust they place in one another. This is the perfect example depicting the true power of discipline and teamwork and how they're crucial in Navy SEALs as described in Jocko Willink's Extreme Ownership. Developing strong habits consistently paves the way to success, and it is one of the most powerful tools to become disciplined. Habit formation follows a certain pattern: cue, routine, reward. Cue. It's basically a trigger that sends signals to your brain to start a routine. It is the earliest motivator. For example, the sight of your gym shoes sends a signal to the brain to start working out. These cues set the wheels in motion, and if you can learn to design your environment with the right cues, you can make the habits you want easier to begin. For example, want to start working out? Take out your gym clothes and shoes from the drawer a day before going to gym. This will become your cue to working out. Routine. Now comes the next step, the work itself. In case of gym, the workout itself. And this is part where most people struggle. Now, routine does feel difficult in the beginning. It does feel like a burden, but when you successfully get past that early struggle, it becomes much easier to stick to it. For example, in case of gym, start working out 20 minutes daily. Start small and slowly increase that time. The more you repeat the action, the more automatic it becomes. Eventually, it won't feel like effort or burden. It'll just be part of who you are. Reward. Finally comes the reward. The prize which wants you to stick to that routine with utmost consistency. It makes you want to do that thing, that routine again and again, and sends signals to your brain to activate reward centers and release happy chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. Time. The only thing we all have in equal, but how we use it, is totally different. And that is what differentiates each other. Let's discuss an important time management technique, the Eisenhower matrix. The Eisenhower matrix is a powerful technique to take control of your time and focus on what truly matters. And guess what? Most people aren't even aware of it. Imagine dividing your tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. Too often, we let the urgent but unimportant tasks steal our time, energy, and resources, leaving very little room for what really moves us forward: the urgent and important tasks. But by using this framework, you can focus on the tasks that are important, thus setting a way for you to move forward and use your time effectively. Now it's time to understand an important technique to overcome procrastination: the Pomodoro technique. In this technique, you break your work into 25-minute bursts of focused effort, followed by a short break. It's simple, but once you understand how effective it is, you'll implement it in your routine. You train your brain to work deeply for a short period and reward yourself with rest, thus avoiding burnout and remaining fresh and getting multiple head starts in one day. Finally, it's to time about an extremely useful technique to kill distractions. Eat the frog method. This technique is extremely simple. Tackle the hardest, most important task first thing in the day. That frog may be the thing you've been avoiding, but once it's done, everything else feels easier. It boosts your confidence and multiplies your productivity. Your body and mind are the foundations of your success. Not only they improve how you look, but they transform your mindset, your way of thinking, and your way of living. Remember, when you exercise consistently, you're building strength, energy, and resilience, not just physically but mentally too. Take each drop of sweat as a reminder that you're stronger than you think, capable of more than you believed, and worthy of the effort you're putting in. When you start to cultivate this mindset and start eating healthier, not only you glow differently, but your mind start working in mysterious ways to make you disciplined and give you the power to do even the tasks which once seemed impossible. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Hippocrates. The results of the research indicated that regular physical activity, even in the later stages of life, significantly increases the chances of living a longer and healthier life. Exercise helps reduce the risk of falls, improves heart health, and delays cognitive decline. Centenarians often engage in low-intensity, consistent exercise that enhances strength, mobility, and flexibility. The book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is a must-read to understand financial discipline and learning the methods of budgeting, saving, and debt management. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki explains the importance of budgeting and saving in financial success. He believes that financial success begins with creating and sticking to a certain budget and following it strictly. In this way, you control the money rather than money controlling you. He gives the perspective that budgeting is never about restricting yourself. It's about gaining clarity over where your money goes so you can make it work for you. By actively tracking your income and expenses, you begin to see where you might be wasting money on unnecessary purchases. Just like budgeting, according to Kiyosaki, saving and investing are equally strong pillars of financial freedom. He argues that inspirationless people focus too much on spending money for temporary gratitude and happiness rather than considering the future. He advocates for saving a certain percentage of amount and investing it wisely to generate passive income from the businesses and stocks where you are investing it. A disciplined budget that gives importance to savings and investments gives you the freedom to escape the rat race of working for a paycheck and build wealth that works for you. Kiyosaki also gives a new perspective on debt management, where he gives powerful strategies and methods. One of them is snowball method. This technique basically involves paying off the smallest debts first to build momentum. By using this approach, you create psychological wins, which give you enough motivation to tackle bigger debts. By eliminating small debts quickly, you build confidence. They feel like a reward, and thus process becomes less daunting. He also gives avalanche method. According to this method, you focus on paying the highest interest debt first. When you pay it, it feels like a burden has been removed, thus saving the most money by reducing the cost of interest over time. J.L. Collins, an author and advocate of the FIRE movement, is another success story of financial independence achieved through disciplined saving, investing, and frugal living. Collins started his career with a modest salary, but through disciplined saving and investing in low-cost index funds, he achieved financial freedom in his 40s. His book, The Simple Path to Wealth, perfectly depicts his personal journey to financial independence through saving and investing. His life story is an example for us that even if you don't have high-paying jobs, you can achieve financial discipline through saving, investing, and practicing a simple, frugal lifestyle. Discipline is not only something which is must in your professional life. It is also a necessary tool to live your personal life with peace. Clear and respectful communication and active listening is the building block of all trusted and strong relationships. When you communicate openly and properly with respect, you create a safe environment for both parties where both of you feel valued, respected, and heard. Active listening involves listening to other person's thoughts, concerns, and opinions with full concentration without interrupting. It shows that you respect their perspective and you're willing to invest in the relationship to work. and be as strong as it can be. If you are not 100% committed and loyal to other person, how can you expect the other person to be committed and loyal to you? That just doesn't seem right. Relationships are a two-way street, never a one. Both partners have to get fully committed to each other and respect each other's opinions and try to find a path which works well for both of them. And that, guys, is the foundation of a successful relationship. Every relationship has conflicts. No relationship is 100% smooth. Conflicts and disagreements are part of relationships. But what separates the successful relationships from unsuccessful ones is the way to deal such conflicts. Now let me tell you the strategies to resolve conflicts with peace. Solving conflicts start with staying calm and focused and not allowing emotions to get in the way. It's normal to get emotional, but talk only when emotions run dry. This prevents knee-jerk reactions and allows you to approach the situation with a clear mind. The next step is to listen actively, understanding the other person's point of view before presenting your own. Active listening helps you avoid misunderstandings and makes the other side feel heard and respected. Once both sides are heard, now it's time to find a common ground, a solution that works for both parties. It's okay to sacrifice some things if it means you find the perfect solutions to your problems. Understand that when family members are deeply connected to each other through love and respect, they are better equipped to fight all the struggles and hardships together. Discipline plays a crucial role in this dynamic by providing structure, teaching responsibility, and setting clear expectations. Let's take the example of Obama family. Michelle and Barack Obama have often spoken about the vital role that family plays in their lives, particularly the importance of instilling discipline in their daughters, Malia and Sasha. Despite their busy careers and public life, the Obamas emphasized clear expectations, personal responsibility, and mutual respect within their household. This disciplined and respectful approach has allowed them to form strong bonds with their daughters, which has let them create a family based on trust and mutual respect, allowing every member to conquer the world. Discipline is power. It is a way of life. It helps nurture every relationship and capitalize every opportunity. Never underestimate the importance of discipline in success. It is through hard work, consistently, and discipline, business empires are built. It is through discipline, Cristiano Ronaldos are created. It is through respect and discipline, strong families like the one of Obama are created. It is through disciplined approach in wealth, millionaires and billionaires are created. Make your life disciplined. Ensure you apply it in every field of life, from personal to professional life. Be disciplined. Stop waiting for luck to turn your life around. Start today. Adopt the habits of the powerful people and conquer the world. In short, discipline is everything. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video inspiring and helpful, give us a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. Let's change ourselves for the better.